Recently, I was at the Samsung Opera House in Bangalore and I had a chance to check out their latest range of amazing new 8K QLED offerings. So I went around, shot some footage, got acquainted with the cool new features, and in today's video, well, it's gonna be all about my experience with this 8K QLED TV lineup from Samsung. Hey guys, Ash here from C4E Tech, and if you do end up finding what you see in this video interesting, consider turning on notifications by hitting that bell icon. So this is one of Samsung's flagship QLED 8K TVs for 2019. It's massive, 82 inches on the diagonal. Samsung has one even bigger at 98 inches, but that wasn't on display sadly. Now the 8K panel here is absolutely amazing. The contrast, the colors, the range of the panel, everything is on a whole new level. Of course, QLEDs mean that you have inky dark blacks, and thanks to Samsung's direct full array technology, you get a sharp contrast between the whites and the blacks, as this TV can individually control the backlight for each finely arrayed dot. Now, with pictures so bright and vivid, it is no surprise that we have HDR10+ certification on board. In fact, Samsung calls it Quantum HDR 10+, but basically that's a marketing term, and all that and the technical jargon aside, what this means is that you can make out the details from even the brightest or most dimly lit areas of the screen. Even with the viewing angles, this TV was excellent. No matter where I saw things from, it looked pretty much the same. On top of all that, we have an intelligent mode that allows the TV to check the surroundings and then optimize the brightness and acoustics so that the sound, volume and overall image brightness matches the ambience of the room perfectly. Now all this while having extremely thin bezels and a no-gap wall mount makes everything look all that good. Now having the great looks and even an amazing 8K panel is all well and good, but let's face the facts. Where are you going to find 8K content to watch on it? Over the last few years, we've gradually begun to see a few streaming services like Netflix and YouTube adopt 4K streaming standards, but even now, not just in a country like India where internet speeds aren't the best, even globally, let's say even in the United States, most content is predominantly 1080p, not even 4K. The majority is still 1080p. Now guys, do keep in mind 4K is 4 times Full HD and 8K is 4 times 4K. Of course, Samsung also realizes this issue and they have a solution for it, for the lack of native 8K content. They call it 8K AI Upscaling. What this does is take your regular 1080p or 4K content and passes it through a new quantum processor 8K, which then uses machine learning algorithms to increase the sharpness and detail in the images, thus upscaling the content to 8K resolution. Now while this is not going to match the same detail as native 8K footage, it does produce some impressive upscale results. At least the test footage we saw was excellent. And like I mentioned earlier, to make sure that our attention remains focused on what's happening on screen, there are these really thin bezels around the panel, and that no-gap wall mount, it helps mount the TV and keep things flush with the wall, so no gap, it doesn't really stick out. Instead, it just blends in with the rest of your things in your living room. Now, hardware as powerful as this needs some great software too, and the user interface on here, it seems to be as fast and snappy as ever. If anything, it feels faster. We have the return of the one remote from before, and this time it's equipped with Bixby. Of course, you can interact with the TV using voice commands with Bixby, but the really interesting feature for me is it's gotta be far-field voice capability. It's something Samsung seems to have embedded into their remotes. With this, you should in theory be able to issue voice commands even when you're at quite a distance away from your remote. Kinda like what you could do with Amazon's Echo. Samsung's also baked in Apple TV functionality, so we get to enjoy all of Apple's content aggregation services. You also have support for AIrplay too, which means you can easily play videos, images, music and more from an Apple device to the big screen of your TV. Now that about wraps up all the new features, but some of the older features that we've seen on last year's Samsung Q7F's 4K TV, they also make a comeback here. We have an updated version of Ambient display that now uses AI to match the images on screen to best suit the colors and patterns of the walls where the TV has been mounted. It even controls the brightness of the panel so that the ambient mode is in perfect harmony with the surroundings. Of course, you can always use ambient mode to show photos that you've taken, or you can switch to the default artworks from Samsung. And then we have two-way connect. We've been able to stream from our phones to the TV for quite a while now, and you can do that here too, of course. But two-way connect kind of takes things a step further. With a Samsung phone, you can now stream whatever is happening on your TV directly to your mobile screen. Cool, right? This means we can now watch, say, local channels, not internet stuff, your offline TV, things that are available only via set-top boxes, right? So you can actually watch that on your smartphone screen. So if, say, people around you want to sleep, switch things to your phone, turn off your TV, that's it. Neat, right? There's also a PC mode called personal computer on TV, where you can use the TV as a remote desktop manager. All you need is a mouse and keyboard. Then you can enter your IP address into the interface, followed by your username and password, and boom, you now have remote access to your computer. So that's pretty much it for the software. It's time to end this one with some recurrent hardware. So I've already mentioned the One Remote. We also get the One Connect box and the One Invisible connection. The One Invisible connection is a glass optic cable connecting the display with the brains of the TV. And since it's so small and transparent, you can easily hide it away, giving a clean look to your living room. The One Connect box can interface with a variety of different peripherals like audio gear, consoles, set-top boxes, and you can have control of all of that through the SmartThings app on your smartphone. Now all of this sounds wonderful, but I'm sure you must be wondering, what's the damage? How much is all this gonna cost? Well, it's not gonna come cheap for certain. The new QLED range of TVs, they start from 65 inches and go all the way up to 98 inches, right? And the 65 inches, that pricing isn't out. The 75, that starts at 11 lakhs. The 82 is at 17. And the 98 inch variant, now that is made to order, and that comes in at 60 lakhs. I guess that's the price you've got to pay if you want to experience the finest the world has to offer in terms of TV displays. So that's about it for this video. Now it's your turn. How do you feel about this new range of 8K QLEDs from Samsung? Let me know in the comments below. And with that, we get to the end of this video. Oh yeah, Samsung also has a new range of 4K TVs as well. They refreshed that lineup. So a lot of these features are available with the new TVs too. So just letting you guys know. So that's pretty much it for this video. Thumbs up, thumbs down based on whatever you felt about it. Subscribe, turn on notifications by hitting that bell icon if you haven't yet. And also down in the description is a link to our latest giveaway. Check it out if you haven't yet. So I guess that's it. Thanks a lot for watching. Till next time, my name's Ash. You've been watching C4 Retech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.